Welcome back to Celebrity Radio. It's Alex Belfield talking to some of the world's biggest stars, and we've certainly got one for you today. One of my favourite people, Criss Angel. How are you?
I'm doing good. Nice to see you, Alex.
Here we are in between shows on a Friday night in Vegas, another sold-out house. What is it like to be you in your mind when you're stood there and you have that crowd on their feet and they've had 90 minutes of the best time of their week?
Well, it's an amazing position to be in, to give people the opportunity to escape whatever reality they're going through, and to be able to give them the opportunity to dream and to realize that anything is possible. What seems impossible is very possible. And I think, with Mind Freak Live and the great success that we have here is because it's a very positive message. And, it's about love. This is not a magic show. This is a concert of emotion. It's a roller coaster ride. It's a celebration of life. It goes way beyond a magic show and really is something that people walk away with a sense of being empowered. And so that's a beautiful thing. And for me to do that 450 times a year is really a gift. And yeah, sometimes, I'm not going to lie, it's hard, and I don't feel well, or you have something like this horrendous situation, this tragedy, to get back on that stage and do it. When you can tell the audience, because I listen to the audience. I don't, there's magicians in town that read teleprompters and have their lines. I don't do that. I'm a man that feeds off the energy of the audience, because no two audiences are the same. No one audience is the same. I'll never have that audience again, so I'll never have two audiences that are the same. And so for me, I have to listen to that audience and to listen to what they're engaged by, what they're receptive to, and what they're not. And as a performer, I have to be very conscientious. I have to be very sensitive. So it's very important to understand how to adjust and have that, as you discussed before, find balance, where you're giving people entertainment, but you're doing it with a lot of respect.
Every time I sit down with you, I normally say this has been the best year of your life. I said it last year when I saw this for the first time. It is so spectacular. It's so grand. It's so beautiful. It's so well produced. And then we look at this year. I mean, on a personal level, it's been really incredible. Let's talk about Johnny to start with. It seems like he's turned a corner and things are getting better. Am I right in thinking that?
Well, Johnny's doing great. I mean, he has technically about, he's next December 2018 will be when he's completed his chemo treatment, because he does it every single day. And he was just with me. He had to go back for a lumbar puncture procedure. But Johnny's doing good. I mean, Johnny is 3.5 now. And I just pray to God that once he's through his treatment, that he stays in remission, because there are children that I know that have a condition like Johnny, but not as severe, that had a relapse. And so I just hope and pray that when Johnny gets through this, he'll be like most of the children, the high percentage of children that never have a relapse of pediatric cancer, because that would just, I mean, I don't know what I'll do. I'll lose my mind if that happens. That would be the saddest thing, because I'd rather take the cancer. I'd rather take any disease than my innocent child who should be worrying about what toy he should play with, rather than dealing with needles and chemo and blood transfusions and lumbar punctures and all of that stuff. It's just a horrible thing. And I got even a greater dosage of it because I did shows in Argentina. I performed for 20,000 people in Argentina. It was incredible. But one of the things I want to do in each place that I go to is I want to visit the pediatric hospitals there. And I had the opportunity to go there, and I saw, like, we don't realize that our hospitals and our care and our treatment in the States, and probably even in the UK, is significant. I mean, you go to these other places and you realize, wow, this is even more difficult to deal with, you know? So we're doing some work, donated some money from the Johnny Christopher Foundation. We're gonna raise a lot more money. We're gonna have another help event in 2018. So I'm hoping to really dig in deep and make a difference in these kids that are dealing with this horrendous disease, and hopefully we can make a small difference.
You stood there in front of thousands tonight. You've done that twice a night for nearly 10 years. Does that even compare to having his hand in your hand? I mean, that love, that tenderness, that part of you, I can't imagine there's a feeling like it.
You know, in the recent events that happened in my personal life, and I won't get into it, I'll just say that pure and true love is having Johnny in my arms and seeing him smile and hearing him call me daddy. When he goes, daddy, there's no better feeling in the world. And when Johnny was here, I took him on stage. He loves being on stage. He's a ham. And so he's a ham. I had him on interviews. He wanted to, and I was like, he wanted to do it. So like I bring him on stage, and if I didn't bring him on stage, he'd get pissed off at me. And you know, I didn't want to piss him off. So I have him on stage. Soon enough, I'll be managing him, and I'll retire, and he'll be doing the show, which will be nice, you know?
And then, of course, we look at your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which happened this year as well. Another seminal moment in your career that does mean something. I mean, if nothing else, it means you've made it and people have heard of you.
Well, for me, I've received, and I've been very grateful for all the honors I've received, you know, whether it's Magician of the Century or, of the Decade or whatever I received. That honor really trumped everything I've ever received, because if you think about it, throughout the course of history and entertainment, there have been countless incredibly talented people in the cinema, on the small screen, live performance, musical artists. I mean, think about how many would you say in the course of history are there? I mean, countless, right? And to think that there was only 2,614 people selected and nominated to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is really crazy. Like, and for me to be star 2,615 is mind-blowing. And to have Randy Couture there, Lance Burton, who's done 16,000 shows in Vegas, and Gary Oldman, a former Brit,
right,
present me with my Hollywood Walk of Fame star right next to the Roosevelt Hotel, across the street from Houdini's star by the Chinese theater there, and Madame Tussauds, is mind-blowing. And if you think about the Roosevelt Hotel, that held a seance with Houdini's wife Bess for 10 years. They had a 10-year vigil trying to reach Houdini on the rooftop. So, and I'm literally on that sidewalk. So I remember many years ago seeing Houdini's star there and thinking to myself, wow, this is incredible. You know, Houdini's star is there. It will be there. It's a legacy. It will be there to the end of time. And to have my own star now, and to see people taking pictures with my star and posting them on Instagram or Twitter is really mind-blowing. So I got to tell you, it was the greatest honor. It really, no words could describe how incredible I felt, you know, like all that hard work, all that effort, that energy, and to have a star. So it just goes to show you, because I'm not special, I'm not different, I'm like everybody out there. I just worked my ass off. Right. So anybody watching this right now that has a dream, you can live your dream, and you can live beyond your dream if you're willing to work for it. Passion, perseverance, stick-to-itiveness, there's no substitute for it.
So the greatest magic show on earth, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, happiness with Johnny, he's getting better. So you've made it, you've succeeded. We can finally have that conversation that now you can calm down. You've beaten the odds, you've achieved everything you need to achieve, and now everything's good, yeah?
Well, now I'm still working on my one-man show.
What is this? This is a one-man show, is it not?
No. I have a new show that I'm going to hopefully premiere in January. I'm going to be touring with it. November and December, I'll be on the East Coast with Mind Freak Live touring show on my 2 breaks. January, I have 2 weeks off, so I'll be touring with some incredible...
We've talked about this before. A holiday is meant to be a holiday. It's not meant to be an opportunity for you to do the same thing somewhere else.
Well, I'm not. I'm going to be doing a one-man show, but I'm going to have Banachek performing it, and I'm going to have Stefan performing it. But I'm doing this crazy new show. I'm really excited, but I haven't finalize the name, or else I would tell you, because I would always want to give you the exclusives first.
Thank you.
But it's going to, hopefully in January, I'll be doing some dates where we're finalizing the contracts right now. And then I'm also working on a very exciting announcement that will happen with my new television projects. And I say projects as in plural for next year. And I'm also working on some more touring, and I have a new venue that I'll be announcing very soon, because my contract, my 10 years, will be finished October of 2018. And although this has been an incredible opportunity, incredible run, I'm grateful to Cirque du Soleil and MGM Luxor. They've been fantastic, but it's time for me to move on. I'm very excited to announce that next endeavor, which will be bigger, better than anything I've ever done.
You've been in a 10-year contract. It's like being in handcuffs in one way, because you've got to turn up and do the show 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 2 shows a day. Are you going to take it a bit more easy and at least give yourself some time? You could still have a theatre, you could still be here, but you don't have to do 10 shows a week. Are you still going to put that pressure on yourself?
The truth of the matter is I'm going to be doing 6 shows a week. And you know why I'm going to do 6 shows a week? Because the demand is there for me to do more, but I just feel that I want to have a better balance. And as you always preach to me, and Gary Oldman preaches to me, and everybody else that I know and have a good relationship preaches this to me, but I wanna really, like, I do 10 shows a week here, and it's awesome. But I wanna I wanna have the desire to be on stage, and I can't be.
Right.
Because then I'll do a better performance. Not that I phone it in, but I wanna be able to really have a different outlook and a different hunger. Like, right. I don't know, I'm turning a new chapter in my career. I'm also getting older, and I want to explore things. I directed and produced a music video recently. I have people that are the biggest stars in the world.
I saw clips of that video. It must have cost a fortune. I mean, you literally hired the desert and then filled it with a cast.
Yeah, and then some with Cirque du Soleil. It was an incredible endeavor. Unfortunately, I don't know if people will get to see it because of licensing and all the stuff that's going on. But it's one of the best videos I ever shot and directed. And now there are people like in the industry, the biggest stars on the Strip, that has seen that video, that have said to me, Criss, we want you to direct X and this one and that one. We wanted you to do a tour with this one in Latin America, South America. As a matter of fact, they want to bring me back for 48 shows in Argentina because we sold out. We did 4, then we added 2, and they want to bring me back for 48 shows. So I have an offer from my agent to do 10 months straight on the road. And you're talking about a shitload of money, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have so many different wonderful opportunities thanks to this show and to the success of this show. But we'll explore and see what creatively motivates me, because money doesn't motivate me. Doing something that challenges me, like this one-man show challenges me, like to be on stage and not have illusions.
What could be more challenging than doing 2 90-minute shows, the greatest magic show on earth, with the biggest pyro, the best lights, the best music, the best sound, the best producers, the biggest illusions, Chloe Crawford? I mean, what could challenge you more? I worry you'll never be happy, because if you create the best music video, you want the even better music video. If you create the best magic show, you want an even better. I mean, there's a point where it's good enough. Will you ever be content? That's what worries me.
No, because you're never content, are you? Like, if you think about it, when I was broke and I thought, oh, if I could just make this much money, then I could do this.
But you know this is glorious, right? You know that people leave going, oh my God.
Let's be honest, okay? And I'm gonna tell you something I would normally not say, but because it's you, Alex, and you've been a friend, I'm gonna tell you something. Here's the truth. The human spirit is never content.
Your human spirit is never content because you push yourself and push yourself.
I don't know. I just feel like, you know, when you accomplish something, you want more and you want more and you become jaded.
But you do know this is brilliant and that's good enough. Even if you did nothing else ever after the show tonight, you've already done more than most people ever achieve in a lifetime.
Okay, here's my challenge.
You won't answer my question.
Well, here's my challenge to myself. Like, wouldn't it be insane to be able to do one-nighters in this kind of intimate show where there's no real illusions, but yet I can levitate anywhere, at any time, in any venue? No magician in the history of magic has ever been able to do that, but I want to be the first. So that gets me off. Like, I was just in a 4-hour meeting about different possible ways that we're mocking up, but that's what challenges me. I want to see things that I want. I want to do things that I want to see that no one has been able to do. I want to do that. So like for me, that gets me off. Like, I don't know. I guess, you know what the problem is, honestly, and I tell you this the truth. I'm never happy. It's sad.
But that makes me sad because you've achieved so much and you've got so much and you make so many people happy. You feed so many families, literally. And I want you to see that joy and feel that joy.
I know that. But the more successful I am, the greater good I can do for kids with pediatric cancer. And that is one thing that makes me happy.
And that's beautiful and noble, and everybody appreciates that.
Yeah.
But I also want you to appreciate that if you did nothing else other than Mind Freak, it would still be the greatest magic show that I've ever seen.
Well, I certainly appreciate that, and you know, I can't judge.
Have a holiday. You don't need to do 2 weeks of shows when you've just done 6 months of shows.
Listen, when my son was here, he was here for a few weeks. I took him to Disney. We met Mickey Mouse, and I didn't work for. I had a couple of days. You know, I get Monday and Tuesday, so we got on a flight on first thing in the morning. We came home on Wednesday, and we had the best time. I mean, we had a great time. So I do take moments, but and my big birthday's coming up. And Banachek, who's standing right over there, doesn't even realize that we're having a crazy, huge 50th birthday party that Tommy is coordinating with me because it's his birthday a few days later. So it's going to be like a stereo birthday. So if you want to fly out from England, I have to get a bigger plane. I rented a jet so I can leave Sunday night and then I come home on Wednesday. So we just get a bigger jet.
If anybody could get you anything for your birthday as a final question, what would it be? I mean, is there anything we could get you?
I don't need anything materialistic. I have everything and I can buy anything I want. Right. So that doesn't give me any pleasure anymore. You know what gives me pleasure? Is the things you can't buy. Love. To be able to spend time with somebody, like for Banachek, who I love, who I respect, who's my friend, Tommy, you know, Nick, Maestro, Matteo, you, to be able to spend time sitting on a beach with a 5-course meal over 3 hours, and we drink and we talk and we laugh and we create a memory that's priceless. Is what you can give me. That is the most important thing that I've ever done. I went with Banachek and about 8 guys to Cancun one year, and we sat on the beach every day for a 3-4 hour dinner, and we just talked, and it was love and it was laughter, and I will remember that forever. And no Bugatti or Lamborghini or Rolls Royce will be more important than those moments, because life is but the memories you create for others to remember.
Did you know the only way you get those memories is by giving yourself time to do them? Criss Angel's here at the Luxor until October. Exciting times. Thank you for that exclusive. We look forward to seeing your one-man show. I can't imagine what you can do next. I can't imagine how you can beat this scale. It is a tremendous show. You must see it before October
31st, Halloween 2018. But I just want to say, if you'd like to help kids with pediatric cancer, please go to ChrissAngel.com and click on the banner that says help, and you can donate, and 100% of every single cent you donate will go to fight pediatric cancer, and it will go to research. So it's a great cause, and we've donated like a couple of $1 million so far, and we're going to be doing a lot more things. So with your help, hopefully we can do some good in the world with these kids that are struggling and fighting for their lives.
I wish I had 1/100th of your energy. You're an inspiration. Congratulations on this show. Thank you
so
for your
much
time.
For being here.
Pleasure.
Alex from England, Celebrity Radio, signing off.